What's going on, everybody? Hope you're all having a fantastic day today. Now, ladies and gentlemen, today's video is going to be a juicy one because Activision has been doing something a bit sneaky behind the scenes. But, as always, you can't pull one over on the Call of Duty community. Yeah, you can finesse them out of their pockets. But when it comes to opinions and, how Call of Duty is doing current date, if it's a good title, if it's living up to expectations, you best believe you're not going to pull one over on your community. And, oh boy, do I have a whole bunch of proof for you guys today to showcase exactly why. But, ladies and gentlemen, before we go ahead and dive deep into the topic of today's video, if you do enjoy what you hear today, I want to hear some more content revolving on Call of Duty. We actually do have a lot more topics planned. I want to go ahead and compare a bunch of the new weapons, compare the, OG strike to the new strike, see what they changed, if it's good improvements, bad improvements, all of the above. There's a lot of different topics I want to discuss, so if you guys are interested in that stuff and you heard anything in that list that might intrigue you a bit, like I said, don't forget to go ahead and subscribe and hit that bell notification button. And last but not least, we do live stream every day besides Sundays over on Kick. So if you guys do want to go ahead and check that out, see me, dive deep into these topics while we're live streaming and testing stuff out during the live streams and just hanging out with the community, then by all means, don't forget you can find the link to that down in the description of this video. So ladies and gentlemen, for those who don't know, Activision went ahead and basically completely rebranded Call of Duty. Modern Warfare 2 is no longer known as Modern Warfare 2. It is now officially known as just simply Call of Duty. Now, this does do a few things. Again, like I said, we're going to talk about the sneakiness that Activision has been pulling over on the community with this new change here. But another thing that kind of confirms in the back of my head, which I do want to mention, is that this just further confirms that, yes, we will be seeing all the skins, all the weapons, all the maps from Modern Warfare 2 transferring over to the next game. They're basically trying to put everything on one application. So when you go ahead and download Modern Warfare 3, or if you go ahead and purchase it, which, again, you guys know my opinion, I highly suggest you guys, hold off on this one and maybe wait for Treyarch's next title because, it's $70 DLC. I'm going to keep saying it, $70 DLC. But if you do go ahead and purchase it, you're going to be loading it up on the same launcher, basically, as Modern Warfare 2. But with that bit of information aside, let's get into the real topic, and that is the sneakiness of Activision, along with them incorporating all the applications into one. This also was a massive change on the Steam marketplace. As a lot of you know, the player count, the numbers, the reviews, everybody usually goes over the Steam because it's harder to find the stuff on, PlayStation, Xbox, mobile, so on and so forth. It's a lot easier just to look at the Steam charts and see everything with your own eyes. But over on Steam, basically when they went ahead and rebranded this game, it started out as a fresh application. So every review, everything that was negative on it, everything that you could possibly think of has been wiped clean. It's a clean slate, right? So they're posting up basically a brand new Call of Duty game which people can freshly review. Well, funny enough, this fresh application on Steam already has 233,000 reviews already after they went ahead and reset it, and pretty much they are mixed, as you can see right here. I think they were mostly negative before. When I'm checking it, which is the 4th of this month right now, it's currently mixed. But still, at the end of the day, this just makes me chuckle because one, yeah, it was a smooth move by Activision. They tried to pull one over on the community. But two, it's proof that you can't. Even, like I said, even if you can scheme them out of their money, even if you can get all the whales to buy the living heck out of the Black Cell bundle, and, Black Cell, once again, is top 5 of the Steam I still can't believe that, ladies and gentlemen. Can you believe that Black Cell, again, for the 3rd season in a row, is on the top 5 of the Steam charts for most purchased thing on the store? God, the whales are going crazy when it comes to these Call of Duty games. But, again, put all the whales aside. Put all the campaign sales aside, because you got to remember, a lot of people buy COD for the campaign alone. I mean, millions of copies are probably sold just specifically for the campaign. Put all of that stuff aside. When it comes down to the main game itself, people are not satisfied. Even when they go ahead and put out a pretty decent update, which they've done in Season 5, I've actually covered the movement. Again, I'm going to be covering the maps into further detail on stream and also in future videos. Again, like I said, make sure you hit the bell notification button so you get notified on these videos. And also, go follow me over on Kick for the stream so you can see them live and in action. But even with an update that introduces a ton of pretty positive things in the game, perk-wise, movement-wise, weapon adjustment-wise, a lot of things got rearranged to make it a little bit nicer. At the end of the day, people still know what they're being fed, and they're being fed. Should I curse now? I'm just going to say we're being fed shit, ladies and gentlemen. We are straight up being fed shit, and it's not going to, go over anybody's head. They reset the launcher, and guess what? Everybody's going to leave the same exact opinion that they had about the game since day one. 5 seasons is way too late for these developers to be listening to us. These numbers, these reviews would have been changed a long time ago. It's the same situation with Battlefield 2042 as well. If you look at Battlefield 2042 reviews, they might be a little bit better right now. But, way back, not even way back, I would say even less than a year ago, they were horrible. They were absolutely horrible, but the game was in a better state. But you want to know why they were horrible? Because the game didn't launch in a good state. They didn't set the game up for success. They didn't follow it up with success. They didn't follow it up with feedback. They didn't follow it up with anything, which hence gave them the horrible reviews on their game. And the same thing is here. They might be able to put improvements in 5 seasons later. Ridiculous. It's a joke, honestly. But again, I still have to talk positively about it when I'm reviewing that stuff because, it's an addition. But at the end of the day, I still respect and acknowledge that 5 seasons is way too late. 3 seasons is way too late. This stuff should have been incorporated the first season of the game when we've been telling them and screaming at them that everything was way too slow and toned back. Even after the update, it's still pretty slow and toned back. But between the egos of the devs and also the hyper focus of Warzone for the first couple to a few seasons, which again, I don't mind a BR being incorporated into a Call of Duty game. I don't mind a BR being incorporated into a Battlefield game. I don't mind a BR being incorporated into X-Defiant. I don't care. It's one of the most popular genres out there, and it will bring in tons of new players, which means the franchises that we love will be more populated, and that's what we want. If you enjoy Call of Duty, you want it to be more populated. You want more people to hop into the game. You want more people to experience it. But when you hyper-focus the Warzone experience over multiplayer, that's when we have a problem. And that's what the first 2 to 3 seasons are. We're grinding out this multiplayer experience, and it's nothing. No changes to the gameplay, no changes to bugs, glitches. We still have a UAV bug, which we've had for ages now, which a little update on that. I believe it's only activated when, 2 or more UAVs on your team is up at one time. So it's kind of like, how Modern Warfare 3 had it and Call of Duty Ghost had it, where the more UAVs you put down and the more SATCOMs or whatever they're called that you put down, the higher grade that your UAV is. But it's a glitch. It's not supposed to be in the game. You're supposed to have a regular UAV, and people are abusing this because it's easy as heck to go ahead and get UAVs. So people stack them all the time, especially if you're a full 6-man party. I can't tell you how many times I just have a bunch of people on my team running UAVs, and you can see them 24/7 everywhere they're running, everywhere they're going. It's easy as possible. Yet they fix stuff in Warzone 10 times faster. They even gave it, a little counter work to the perks with Blind Eye or whatever it's called, and then Ghost to make them have a bit of a counter, fight one another off. We can't even get that update in multiplayer. We can't even get any perk adjustments in multiplayer to make, it's pointless for me to complain about any of this stuff. At the end of the day, what's been said has been said. We've made hundreds of different videos talking about it. You guys already know the deal. The whole purpose of this video is just to expose that no matter what they do, even if they change the name of the game and they try to rearrange stuff, people are still going to come back and leave their same opinion, And even after all these positive updates, think about this. 5 seasons worth of updates, both for Warzone and for Modern Warfare 2. Keep in mind, these reviews here are for both, not just for multiplayer only. They're for the whole game overall, okay? So 5 seasons of constant updates. They reset all of the reviews, and you're telling me that after all of these improvements, people still do not have a better opinion on the game. Activision, the only way you could ever persuade your community to bring in better reviews, even with resetting, all the reviews and resetting the game itself on Steam. The only way you can ever get something better is if you produce a good quality product, and B, listen to what the heck we are saying. That's it. That's all you have to do. If we can do that right out the gate, we will be in a much better spot. The problem is that we have to wait 5, 6 plus seasons just to get the game anywhere near to completion. Vanguard was a lucky situation because, again, it was a placeholder game. They didn't have to worry about making it from the ground up. They just copied and pasted Modern Warfare 2019 and made it into World War II skin. So it had tons of content at launch. They had all the time in the world to make a bunch of content. So content was a little bit more reasonable on that game. But, Modern Warfare 2019, Black Ops Cold War, Modern Warfare 2 2022, all lacked content, all lacked fundamentals of gameplay. All were just tremendously boring, slow, campy, and all of them got worked on, turned up a little bit, and none of them are really good Call of Duty games besides Black Ops Cold War. That's probably the best out of the bunch. But again, they wait too long to even bother doing anything to the core experience. If you want anything to change around, that is where you have to start. But ladies and gentlemen, thanks so much for checking out this video. If you enjoyed it, make sure to leave a like button. If you hate it, leave a dislike. Also, if you're brand new, enjoy the content. Don't forget to subscribe and that notification button. Also, want to chat with this too, we do so have Twitter and Discord, both in the description. And also want to catch me live streams of video games over on Twitch. Link is in the description as well. But guys, thanks so much for tuning in. See you on the next one. Peace out.